I was gonna make a long rant about or like a review. Sorry, I was gonna make a long rant about my review of high school. I'm almost done. I'm a senior, graduating soon, and I wanted to go back through and talk about it, and I did. And the video was 28 minutes. I will not be dropping that because I literally just get very sad. But, you know, overall, I'd say the past 2 years were good. First 2 years were mid. That's about all. I don't think I need to overamplify everything. I remember freshman nights or sophomore nights, I would look back and think, or I would be in my bed looking up, just thinking to myself, if my future self ever says this was easy or that it wasn't this bad, I'll be mad. And I want to remember this. And it was so confusing to me thinking about it now because I look back to myself and I think, it wasn't that bad. But then I really look back and I'm like, yeah, I remember. I would be like, just in my bed, crying about some bullshit. And then I would think, my future self better not say this was easy. Shit sucked. Why would it be easy? And, as you get older, I guess, time doesn't feel as long. So, this past senior year has felt like a breeze, I can still remember the day I walked into my classes, right? Oh, we can talk about that, since that won't take us long. First day of senior year. I get there. I'm pissed off. I don't want to be there. I don't think anyone does. I'm dapping people up in the hallway that I remember. It's nice. It's good. I start off my first period very strong with creative writing. A class at first I didn't have any respect for, but I had a really great teacher. She really let me explore my creativeness, I guess, and I think I did well in that class. I had two friends in there. We just played Brawl Stars, and it was great. Second period, I had math. I didn't know who to sit with. I didn't know anyone in that class. I did know this one girl that I sat with like in bio freshman year, and I was like, ooh, do I sit with around her or somewhere? I don't know. So I just sat by myself. But thankfully, my friend Miles came in clutch. He was in that class as well, and he sat with me. Very happy about that. It's been a great class so far. Well, not great. I'm failing it right now, but it's hard. Life's hard. It's okay. My teacher is really great. I really respect him, but it's on me. I need a. If I really tried, I could get a better grade, but senioritis, I guess. Third period, I have bio. It's been a bitch, not gonna lie. I need to pass the AP test for the dental program I want to go into. And I remember first day walking in, I sat in the middle table with my friend Stuart. And we saw Cooper was also in that class, and we were waiting on him, and he just took his sweet time showing up. So another guy sat with us, his name is Liam. And Liam and me have now been great friends. Not great friends, but we're good friends. He's a great guy. Very fast. Going to lunch early in the morning, I love it. I sat with my friends. Pretty normal. Was decently happy with who was in there. I kind of like wanted a little bit more, but can't win them all. Fifth period, I kind of forgot what I had. I'll check right now. It might have been gym, which would have sucked. Oh, I had study hall, that's right. I had study hall. And what I would do was, oh no, I walked into psych. I had psych, I forgot about that. I took AP psych, and I remember just walking in, and I know no one in this class. Everyone was a girl. There was like two guys, and they were already sitting with their friends. It's like, what the fuck do I do? So I just sat in the front, empty desks. It was fine. And then we're talking about different things we like to do, and I'm like, oh, I love to watch long YouTube videos about random stuff. And then she's like, oh, what about like war videos? I'm like, yeah, I'm not a war nerd. Respect to everyone who enjoys watching those videos. They're very interesting, but they're not for me. I'm like, no, I like Garfield. And she just laughed at me and said, that's for kids. I'm like, I got mad. Well, I didn't get mad. I was just embarrassed. Because I didn't know anyone in the class, and she made fun of me first day. I was like, damn. So I decided to drop the class. I was not taking that class anymore. And I was happy with that. Very happy with my decision. Then I went to gym class. Gym was good. I had Conway, who coached my siblings for wrestling, and he's really chill. He really likes me. He says hi to me. I'm very happy with that. I didn't have any friends in that class though, so I just sat on my phone. Not bad at all. Then I had 7th period. Oh, I had digital literacy, which is just like a computer class. It's alright. I just took it for the credit. I walked in. It was one of my brother's coaches. He was on me off first day. I'm like, this is gonna be so boring. It was very boring, but it was okay. Then I walk into AP Spanish. Oh my god, I didn't know a word that teacher was saying. And then he like asked me if I was related to someone in the building, and I just said, yeah, that's me, bro. No clue he was talking about. Who he was talking about. It was, I felt so embarrassed. I dropped that class the next day, and probably the best decision I made this year, because then I got into a lower Spanish class. Spanish, I went from 5 Spanish AP to Spanish 5, and then I met my current girlfriend in that class, so I'm very happy with my decision. I think the first day of anything is unreal, you know. It's a new experience, but with every day that passes, you know, you feel like you're doing the right thing. Looking back, obviously, I realize I've made plenty of mistakes. And it's hard to know if you're doing the right thing if you never check if you're wrong. So I encourage everyone to start thinking about their choices more and more. Not just like actual choices, but like, I hope you guys know what I mean by that. But be mindful. Everyone's living their first life, and you want to make theirs great. Try to make yours great as well. Thank you for watching.